is everything. I believe, other than health, mindset is the reason you will or you will not succeed. I think that people don't value themselves enough. They don't have enough self-worth, and they don't believe in what they can achieve. I'm not saying that's the case of everybody, obviously. Let me tell you that 9 years ago, when somebody said to me, it was all about mindset, my attitude was, whatever. I had thought that my mindset was actually really good until I worked out what mindset meant. Now, yes, many years ago, at the age of 21, I had the determination to say to myself, I'm going to make this happen. The question is how, which is a brilliant way to think. But actually, moving on in my property world, I realised that my mindset wasn't nearly as good as it needed to be. And in the past 9 years, I've realised that it is monumentally important, to the point that it is the reason a lot of people don't succeed. So a lot of people, I'll say to people, so what's your concern about doing property? What do you feel will make you fail or not achieve? Many of them will say, I don't have any money. And I say, okay, let's park that. Let's park the fact that you don't have any money at the moment, and let's look at how this might be achievable if you had money. Let's just forget about money. Whether you can pretend you've got it or pretend you haven't got it, I don't mind. Let's just forget about it for the moment though. And we need to strip things back like the layers of an onion, really. We need to strip it right back to the core, because the problem is, for most people, it's the core of who we are. You see, so many people will say, Gillie, if I get this thing, if I could just get that house, if we could just get another £2,000 a month, if we could just go on another holiday, it'll all be all right. And what they're doing is that they're looking for things in the future to make their lives okay now. Or they're saying that when they get those things in the future, their lives will be okay. But what happens is we move on, and we either don't actually get to those things because of our mindset, or we get there and the boundaries change. So I want you to imagine something for a moment. There's a coin. Imagine it like a tyre rolling down a hill. And if it's rolling down a hill, it picks up momentum. It goes faster and faster and faster. So imagine that this tyre is actually a big, large coin, a big piece of money. And this is what the majority of people do. They'll either chase it, and they'll chase it, and they'll chase it, and they'll chase it, and they'll grab it. And they'll be so excited that they grab this coin. But because of the momentum and the speed, they let go again, and they chase it again. And then they get it again, and they're really excited, and then they let go again. And what happens is, in the world, is that we get what we want, but then we want more, and we want more, and we want more. And there's never that satisfaction. There's never that contentment. Now, there are other people that absolutely grab it, and they hold on to it forever, but they don't know what living is. You know, it's not a question of whether they see their children, it's the question if they know the names of their children, because they never see them. They're working and working and working, to what end? Because you know what, they might get to the age of 65 or 75 and actually die of a heart attack and not actually have had the opportunity to live life yet. We have to make a choice. Are we going to work to live or live to work? And so some of those people, they hold on to it forever. And then of course there are the other people that never grab the coin at all. They don't manage to, so they just deem themselves hopeless. But this isn't what we need to do. We need to believe in who we are. We need to get to a point of stripping away all the procrastination, the reasons why. So somebody once said to me, I heard somebody say, well, you know, such and such, they didn't hit their goal or their target, and their excuse was X. Please let me explain to you that it's never an excuse. If I was to stand in a room of 40 people, and I was to say, hands up, any of you who don't want to hit their goal, hit your goal, nobody's going to put their hand up. So it's never an excuse, it's a reason, and it's a very, very different. Reasons are very different to excuses. We all have reasons why we don't achieve certain things, and it's all to do with ourselves. So I want you to think about what those reasons might be. For a large number of people, it's fear. As often, we don't know what the fear is that we have inside, the thing that grips us, that almost paralyzes us. So I urge you to write down a list of all the fears you can think of in the world, read through them, and tick all the ones that might might be appropriate to you, the ones that you may feel, however small amounts or big amounts. Now, another one is negativity. There are so many negative people in our society. There are also great positive people. Now, that negativity may be negativity within yourself, about yourself. It may be negativity about the whole issue of becoming financially free and whether it's possible. It may be negativity with regard to property. Or it may be other people's negativity that you surround yourselves with. Now, those people may be your family, people that love you dearly and actually are trying to protect you. It may be people down at the pub or in your social environment somewhere else, or people at work. You have to learn to put your earmuffs on. You have to learn to know who to listen to. And that comes back to faith in yourself. So there are other reasons as well, such as lack of motivation. In our world today, certainly in our society, it's often better the devil you know than the devil you don't. People are too scared of change. And I want to tell you, if you don't change something, however small, you won't create change. People would rather stay where they are. And I like to teach people in a way that's so clear how you need to go to the right-hand side of your life, the right-hand side of your stage to a freedom, because otherwise you're going to move to the left-hand side of the stage, which is not where you want to be. But we have to make that decision. And that's all about motivation. You have to motivate yourself enough to make sure that you're getting up each day, doing the right things for you, not for the next person. And then there's need for perfectionism. Now, actually, to be fair, that falls under fear. But many people are desperate for perfectionism. And we all know that if we wait for those green traffic lights all the way to Manchester, we're not going to take our handbrake off. And you're going to miss all those shortcuts when you get to red lights. You're going to miss all those deals and all those amazing people that you might meet. So we need to really look at our mindset. We need to look at where we fall over, what our individual potential reasons for not hitting those goals are, all the reasons that are causing us to slow down or move the wrong way. You see, it's also to do with our dynamics. So I'm a firm believer in talent dynamics, absolutely amazing. Roger Hamilton designed them and created them, and they are amazing. And there are many questionnaires out there that will help you work out a little bit more about who you are. But we need to understand our dynamic, because our dynamic actually is our gift. It's about our talent. It's about what we are and what's inside of us, and what will potentially, if we use our dynamic correctly, will help us to flow. I believe there are many F's in the world. We have faith. We have fun. We want to have fun doing this. We want to flow in what we do. And we want to know freedom in the journey, not just at the end of the journey. And we need, therefore, to know our dynamics. We also need to understand our values, which is very different to our dynamics. And if you don't know what that means, I remember someone saying to me 9 years ago, Gillie, what are your values? I had not got a clue what they were talking about. Hadn't got a clue. So you need to understand what your values are. You need to know what your dynamics are. And the other thing that I believe firmly in is understanding your languages. Now, a lot of the time they're called love languages, but these languages are about your emotions. You need to understand what those are. If you put all of those three things together, you will learn so much about who you are and what will cause you to tick, what will make you, what rocks your boat, what will make you have fun in this world and in the journey of property or whatever journey it is you choose to go on. But I think mindset is so crucial to all of your journeys and paths and wherever you decide to go. It is absolutely massive in terms of what you do achieve or what you don't achieve. And I think that if people could really grasp how to understand mindset and what to do in order to push forward and have the right attitude, the right responses, all the right things to get to where they want to go, they will see that mindset was the key to all of it.